Hi, I'm Chantel with 141 Design Company, and welcome to my channel. Hi guys, welcome back. Okay, I've got good news. Thank you so much for all your nice comments last week about the house purchase that we were thinking about. We did make an offer, it was accepted, and we are now officially under contract. So I'm very excited that things are just moving right along, and I just really appreciated all of your nice comments and your fingers crossed and all of those things last week. Now, I think we're going to have a closing in about 3 weeks. So, it's not a done deal yet, but 3 weeks will probably be good. And I'm kind of excited that I don't need to rush right into moving. So there's no frenzy there. We've got a lot of things coming up with 141. So I've got a lot of projects that need to get taken care of too. So I want to be focused on those. So we're just going to move in, as we have time. And then probably though before Christmas we'll be there. So that leads me into all of my Christmas in July stitching, right? It's just a whole new excitement for me with it this year. And I did get some stitching done this last week. So I showed you all of the ideas that I had, or what I thought I'd like to work on this month. And I was able to get some of those done, and I got a new start on one of the projects. So let's get into the new start first. I decided that Hometown Holiday Sampler was really calling my name. I think this is so adorable. It is by Lori Holt, and oh my gosh, I loved it. Now, I did pick some light fabric out. I shared that with you before. I didn't do that one. I started on it, but it was a little bright. I should have probably brought it to show you, but anyway, I started on it. It was a little bright. So what I did was I had that winter brew fabric in with the reindeer games. So I grabbed that, and let me show you what I was able to get done this last week. So I got the first 3 rows done, and I'm really happy with the color choice. It just toned down the colors because I'm using the called for DMC. Let me hold these up so you see them. I'm using the called for DMC, and they were very bright on the white fabric, which I do like, but I wanted to, on the piece that I'm putting it on, I kind of want that grungy textured paint job that I do. So I wanted something a little more subtle, and I really like that I didn't have to change any colors at all. I just changed the fabric, and it toned all of the colors right down. So I'm really excited about that. I probably will hang on to that color palette to do some more things with. And I'll be moving along. Hopefully there are 3 more rows that I need to do. So we've got the next 2 rows of alphabets, and then there's a row with the house on it, which I'm super excited because this would be maybe our first Christmas in this house. So this could be a really nice, little commemorative piece. I showed you that I want to put it on this piece. This is Parlor Proper. It's a freestanding. It has this wonderful base and has this detailing at the top, which was, designed from a reproduction piece. I'm thinking I want to paint this in a grungy green. We'll see when we get there, but that's kind of what's in my head right now. But I know that the piece fits width-wise without any problem. I'm pretty sure the length is going to be fine too, but I want to, before I get going, I want to double check. If it doesn't, oh my goodness, don't worry. I will make one that does. So I have the ability to do that. So we'll just make one that does and make sure it's amazing. But that's my start. So I still have tons of winter brew available here to work with. So I'll probably keep going either with more of the Lori Holt Christmas pieces on that winter brew so that it kind of all matches, or even Brenda's brew. That would look really good on it too. Or get after those reindeer game charts that I haven't yet started. But I just thought I'd show you that one. I did share, I'm using the bags that I have that I've collected from Dot Goose Design, and she will be linked in the bottom. They are a nice vinyl front project bag, and I just had a whole, bunch of them. So I kitted all of my Christmas up in that. I've just been toting it around in a bag, right? Now, I was kind of sad because I did put it down. So I got myself to a little stopping place, even though I did not want to stop. I was just loving it. But I put it down so I could finish up some of the other projects that I pulled, because I had a couple whips that were already going from last year and thought, just let's get those finished so we can move on and get a finish on those. And the first one was Christmas Folk. I grabbed this back out because I was really close to having a finish with this and thought might as well just get the last little bit done. What I was doing with this one though was I'm doing an ornament. So I just brought that Merry Christmas portion out, and I'm using the called for floss. This chart was part of Jingle Ball from 2024, so it is not a chart that is available, but be looking for it from Hands-On Design in the future. So that's kind of Christmas future, right? And I'll show you, I did have also a start on the full piece. So doing all of it on, this is 32 count platinum Zweigart is what it's being stitched on. So I do have a start on that, the poinsettia part up here at the top, and we'll probably keep going forward with that. But the part I finished, and I'm so happy with it, is on this tag. I'll put a closer picture up so you'll see it. Oh my gosh. It was so fun. I don't know what it's so fun. I don't know what inspired me to get this yellow out, but I love it. So this is I believe it's Queen Bee from the DIY paint line. And the tag is called the shiplap tag. We've used this many times. It's been in our ornament box. It is a classic and one of our best sellers. So this is shiplap tag. It does have some shiplap lines in it. And I painted it using Queen Bee with some grunge around the edges. And you'll see it's just that Merry Christmas section of the Christmas folk, the whole entire piece, right? Just that out. Now I can put this on the tree, and I did use a little bit of cording, a skinny cording. So with the Kryonic tool, I made a real skinny cording for that, and then embellished the top with the holly that came from the candy cane die set from Nicole Spohr. Then added a jute and a little bead that I had, painted in white. And I'll show you the back so you see more of that yellow and how bright that is. But I am so happy with this. I'll probably go ahead and date it. I will date it, actually. I will date it on the back, like a Mamo made, and date it for 2025 so that this can go up on our tree. And I think it matches with that yellow. It matches the Lori Holt pieces really nicely. So I like the, let's hold it up with this. Look at how cool it looks with this even. I mean, really, it's so cute. So I'm super excited to be sharing that finish. The next thing on the list that, it's almost finished, right, is I was working on the set on the 32 count charcoal. I have it here for Oh Christmas 3. This is also from Kathy Haberman of Hands-On Design, and I love the little, clean, classic look of these. I had purchased my floss. I am using the called for color and cotton floss, but there is a DMC conversion, so no worries there. And I had 2 of them finished, and I found a fat ornament set that it's a new set. Okay, I'm adding it into the shop. So this is a new item as well, a little bit of a finish and a new item. And I went ahead and fully finished the 2 that I already had finished stitched. So I had Joy already finished, and that's on this cute little, you can see it's a double layer. So it's kind of on the, on that theme of the chunky. So it is out of the 1/4 inch maple wood, and it is a double layer. Now, our maple is a nice heavy duty. It is not a thin like balsam wood or like wiffly type stuff. So it's kind of heavy. So that does make these a little heavier, but I have a artificial tree, so they stick in there really nicely. But I have Joy done, just so you know, like for the future. And I have Peace done, and I didn't finish the 3rd one yet, but I did bring the 3rd one will be this style. So each one of these is a little bit varied in its design. Let's see if I can hold all 3 for you to see. They got a little bit different scallop edge, but this will come as a set. The sets also come with the mat board inside. The mat board finish is 3.5. So all of these pieces that are for 3.5 would fit in this set great. I think I'm going to go ahead and do, I don't have it kitted, but Kathy's set shiny objects would also fit in these. So I think I'm going to do shiny objects and put them in this set as well. But I will paint the set maybe in the green tone, right? And so kind of keep going from there. Now, the reason why I don't have the third one done, that's the little reindeer Noel. I got a start on the third one, or so I thought. But when I started finishing, I realized I started the piece again. So, oops. So anyway, I have more and I'll get going on that. Hopefully I can get Noel done. Although I really want to get that sampler done, but I'll work on getting Noel done this week since I already have the, should be fast finish, since I already have the ornament ready for it. So that was a new ornament set and a finish on 2 of them anyway from Oh Christmas 3. The next thing that I did as a finish this week, it's not mine, but it's from Lynn, and I do have these still here kitted up, is the top one, the little Santa on the reindeer, little sweater reindeer guy from the Brenda Gervais set Reindeer Games. This is another set of 3. These, I think they do, this would be, I finished it also on a 3.5, so it would go inside this ornament set as well. But this set, Lynn had already finished one of them. I've got it ready to go. This is what I had the winter brew set out on. And when I should show you this one more time. The set comes with the chart. We do have the charts. We have all these charts in stock, by the way, so you can order them. I'll list them below. But if you're wanting to do some of this stuff, this is $18 is the set because it comes with the 3 ornaments Brenda supplied. So they are, a lighter weight ornament inside the kit. But I didn't use it. I used something else because I had this idea for it, and I'm like loving it so much. Look at so these 2-sided rounds that we have these stands. They've already been in our shop, and I was looking at it and I'm like, that little reindeer game thing would look so cute in this. So I pondered on how to finish it. I wanted more of a rustic look. I hope you love it, Lynn. I didn't ask her. So hopefully, if she doesn't, I'll stitch it for her and switch it out. But Lynn has it stitched on 40 count vintage country mocha. And I finished it on our Twice as Nice. It's called Twice as Nice display stand. That's just the simple one, but it's the tall version. I did add cut holly, which we're going to talk about here in a minute. But there's this holly embellishment because let me show you the other side. This is what it looks like. So you've got all this blank space here for finishing. And then you've got I don't know what size that one is. I'll look and find it added here. But there's a space here for a round finishing piece here. And the piece stands on a base, but you can put one on this side and one on this side. There's both frames on each side. I just have the one so far. I did finish it off with a little bit of tiny itty bitty vintage trim rickrack, but the fabric I used in the back, I looked and again, I went back to this vintage quilt that I've been, hacking away at, and there was this piece in there. I don't know how it was in there because it's so random. Everything else is all blue and pink and everything, but there's this red and creamish colored gingham that was just the right amount. I had enough grunge on it. There's even a couple holes where, from being inside the quilt that are showing. So I liked that vintage nature of it and the distressed look. So I used that for the background. It was just a regular gingham. It's not on a diagonal, but because I put it on the round piece, I could just turn it and put it that way. So that's what the gingham is in the back. And the little holly leaves they're new. We've got a whole pack of them and you're going to see why. But there's a pack of these holly leaves now that are in the shop. And they're great for embellishing. They would even be great on the little Santa hat, which we do have our winners, so stay tuned to the end because the winners are listed there. But last week we introduced the chunky Santa hat, and this is one of the new pieces that are just kind of some craft kits that are fun to go alongside our stitching and display together with them. The holly that I have displayed on this one is from the candy cane set, the die cut set from Nicole's collection, and that's here. But the wood holly set would also fit nicely onto the Santa hat chunky. So that is there. Now, this week I added a new chunky to the collection, and it is the chunky trees. There are two. There's the small chunky tree and then the taller one. Now these are they're not super tall. I think like 8 inches. So they're like a small scale, and they do have the layers again to create the chunkiness to them. They do have a frame all the way around them, so you could decoupage them or paint them, whatever you want. I use the similar color scheme. Let me hold up these two to what I already had on this piece. So I used a stain to kind of blend these together. So it's very rustic and neutral is what I went with, because I wanted this holly to pop when that was hanging on there, and it is just tied around with jute. So the holly that comes with them, and there will be two because they come already with the pieces. They have holes in the top of them. So you can just put your jute through there and wrap it around your chunky tree, and they will be freestanding and set those up. These are sold separately, not as a set, because there's a lot of wood to them. So I wanted you to, be able to select and purchase the size that you wanted, because maybe you want just a couple of this size or even just one. Don't need both sets. So they're separate, but it's a new one. And of course, this is our giveaway this week. So you'll get a word at the end here to know what to put in to get the chunky trees. But I love them so much. So that's pretty much all I got done this week. I didn't get any stitching done on any other things. I've decided to just kind of put some dedicated time into the one piece, because I do know that I really want to get that one completed this year. One of the visions I have for did you guys see Lori's? Oh, you have to. I will even link down below, but definitely go see Lori Holt's latest Flosstube. Oh, it's so fun, so inspiring, and I've heard her tell this a million times, and I need to do it. I'm just following her lead. Those library cards. Okay, so I am going to start doing the library cards as well in my bags. I have the library cards. We sell the library cards. Do you think I use them? No. So she really motivated me to get going on that, because I'm always wondering, I don't pay attention and keep track, right? I got to keep track. But I was also thinking in terms of these, I probably will put the library card here on the back, or I'll do what she does and file it. But I want to list everything that was done. But I'm also thinking about putting a photo of our first Christmas on the back to document that this went up in 2025, just to kind of tag that. The other thought that I've had with this set on the 3.5-inch rounds that come here, this would be a great photo frame as well. Really easy to do. And you could do, first Christmases someplace or whatever, your family photo in a round, and use it for photo frames on your tree as well. Okay, that's all I've got for stitching, but I do want to go now into some reminders of other items that are going on, some basic shop updates for 141. You may have heard of it already, but we have the finishing touches in its final week now for pre-orders. This finishes up on July 31st for the pre-order on this one. And we're winding down, definitely don't miss it. If you wanted to get in on it, grab that, but we're winding down on the pre-order section. And then we've already moved into it, but we're in full-blown, kitting and get going on it. I'll give you a little review on it. It is a full course that you're going to get inside the box. So you've got the instructions for finishing 3 pieces, and then there's an exclusive chart from Hands-On Design, and it comes in the kit. Okay, all of those things are inside the box that you'll receive. It has paints and tools and things like that. There's also the QR code to the tutorial playlist. So you'll have that all at your leisure to do at your own pace. The stitch along that we've talked about in September is just a casual, I'm going to be stitching probably the round one or a couple others again, and stitching that alongside you guys as you're stitching. And I'll show my progress here on YouTube, and just that motivation, and just kind of keep the excitement alive and show you how I'm going with this stitching in order to finish a couple more. And then if you have questions, you can put them in our comment box. But that's pretty much what the stitch along portion is just kind of showing the progress and stitching together in the month of September, because it's just kind of fun. But as far as all of the tutorial and everything, that's all inside. You can do that at your own pace, and the videos are always available to you. So that's finishing touch. I am going to do a live this Thursday with Kathy. So we're going to connect. It'll be on Kathy's channel. It's like an Instagram live. So hang out Thursday and be ready. We're going to just chat a little bit more about it and give you some more details and some sharing and fun and just, banter, live banter, we'll call it. So that's coming up on Thursday. I have an announcement for our retreat section. Every fall, we do the 141 pep rally because we do it in a school that's right here local in our little small town of Williamston. And we called it pep rally just because we like it. Okay, so we do a pep rally and we stage everything in the theme that is with the designer. That's kind of the gist of pep rally. That's what that's all about. This year's designer for fall is Robin Pickens, and we are gearing up now hardcore into all of the prep work for that retreat. It's in September. It is a sold out event. There is a wait list though, in case something happens and individuals are not available to make it. You could possibly get on if you sign up for the wait list. You would just go to our events section and put your name on the wait list. We do have next year's pep rally scheduled already for 2026. It is again in September, and we have our designer for that. We'll be announcing the designer and the details for that after pep. Now, I'll just tell you, it's Annie B's. Okay, we're so excited. Oh my gosh, I can hardly stand it. So it's Annie B's Folk Art is our designer for next year, and we'll be getting the pre-registration and everything live later. We don't need to do it now. It's like, it just save the date for September if you're interested in coming to the next pep rally. That's going to be happening. We also have another spring break scheduled in the middle, in April, in early spring. And we do have a designer for that one as well. That's all of our hands-on fixing and doing things. And the designer that's coming for that one is Lois of Lady Dot Creates. So we're going to get into all things Lois, the things that she has, and learn from the master at this event how to use her trims. What is that palm fringe all about, right? I need to know. So I'm excited for that and to learn from Lois. I can't wait. So Lois is in the spring, Annie is in the fall. Just keep an eye out on the site here, and I'll keep giving you more information for all of those things. I just thought I'd give you a little heads up for those, mostly because I'm just excited, and we just need to get going. We have the ornament box is also scheduled for this fall, so that's coming again. So that's why I said, I don't need to be moving right away, right? So we've got ornament box coming up. You'll be hearing more details about the ornament box, which I'm all excited about that now that we're doing Christmas and those things. So thanks again for hanging out here with me. Let me get back to work and make sure everything's listed. But the chunky trees are listed on the site if you want to just pick some up. So is the Santa hat and the new ornament set. But if you'd like to enter to win a chunky tree of your own, then please put tree in a comment on the comments below. You do need to be 18 or over because we will ask for your address for the giveaway. But put tree in a comment below and I'll respond back. And I might just put you're entered and all of those things, but I'll get a response back to you. And then next week, we'll share the winner of a chunky tree from our new chunky series. And this week's winners for the chunky Santa hat are now coming up here in this slide. So you can see these are the winners. Congratulations on winning a Santa hat kit. And it will come with the paints. So you have everything you need for painting your Santa hat and putting it together. It just does not come with the holly. You know what? I'm going to give you the wood holly. The wood chunky holly from the chunky tree. That will be in your set. So you'll get the wood holly and the hat. Congratulations. But please, if you are one of these winners that are listed here on this slide, email info@141 Design Company with your information to let us know that you won. And Denise will put your kit in the mail to you ASAP. So we've got them all set aside, ready to ship. Congratulations. I'm so excited for you. So, like I said, go ahead and enter to win the tree for next week. And now, at the end of this, I'm going to go ahead and add some more slides of finishes on our piece that were featured in the Chantel's 141 Facebook group. So, bye for now, and here's some great inspiration from fellow stitchers like yourself.